Welcome back to Car Coach Reports. I'm Paul Fix, and unless you're never near a road, then this affects you. There are more people driving now than ever in history, even with the rising costs of vehicles and gas prices. There are more crashes, more fatalities, more dangerous maneuvers, more road rage, and more of all of the bad things that come with scale. So what do we do about it? I propose that we retest drivers every couple of years. Now, hear me out. Well, we can get into some statistics about the number of at-fault and no-fault collisions and the number of fatalities. We don't have any real stats on the number of dangerous situations drivers find themselves in on a day-to-day basis, mostly anecdotal. I'm sure you and I can tell plenty of stories, but let's dig in a little bit deeper first. No one demographic is the main culprit. Now, according to research from the Boston Globe, people over the age of 65 are actually the safest drivers. But even so, for every senior who drives slow and backs up traffic, there's a young male or female who's driving too fast trying to impress their friends. And for every one of those young drivers, there's a teenager playing with their cell phone or playing with the radio, not paying attention to the road at all. So here's my proposal to solve all of the problems once and for all. Every 5 years, we go and get retested for our license and make sure that we are still capable of driving, and properly. That should begin the elimination process of unqualified drivers who don't take the privilege of having a license seriously. And yes, I said privilege, because you aren't born with the right to drive a car, you have to earn it. This would also lower insurance rates, accidents and fatalities, lower DWIs and DUIs, and make the road safer for all drivers, pedestrians, motorcyclists, and bicyclists too. This is ultimately about making the road safer for everyone. The odds you'd get hurt by an elderly person driving without the proper physical abilities because he or she hadn't been tested recently compared to a younger person by some other reason is relatively low. You'd be better off worrying about the younger driver. They have poor estimates of their true physical and mental abilities, take more risks, and end up hurting themselves and others from behind the wheel more often than the elderly. But if you're moving into the seniors age group, and a lot of people are, or have parents or older relatives you may have to take care of, your or their independence could rest on this. The extension of the policy idea to all drivers means it could affect you as a driver and your safety and whether or not you drive. This is not my definitive answer, but rather a proposal to start a conversation for anyone who'd like to join in. Secondly, I'm proposing a policy that increases the safety of our roads and drivers first, rather than what's fair as the first priority. But I want to hear what you have to say. Start the conversation down below and let's see where this leads. See if we can find some kind of solution. If you liked this video and you want to see more, click subscribe, click like, share with your friends. All of the links for the social media, the book, the podcast, and everything else are down below. And we do appreciate you checking out our Patreon. I'm Paul Fix for Car Coach Reports, and we look forward to seeing you next time.